welcome back. Okay, so today's video is going to be something I haven't done in a while, so I'm like really nervous to do it. I'm going to do my go-to makeup look, so we're just gonna jump right in and see how this goes. This is what I would usually wear when I do put makeup on. You know, since Rona time, I haven't, I did forget to grab out my primer, but since Rona time, I've slowed down on wearing makeup kind of, but I still love it. So we are going to begin. So I'm gonna start off by priming my face. I do already have my lashes on. They are the Salon Perfect 672s. I already put those on just for time's sake. And we're gonna go ahead and use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I really love this primer. It's only like $6, and I want to say it's $6. And I kind of focus it on my where my pores are the worst. And I'm gonna go ahead and pin back my hair with some little black clip. That's gonna get in the way in a minute. I think I'll be all fine with the other stuff. Okay, so I do fill my pores in as much as I can. I'm really pory like around here. Let me know if you guys are too, because I get like so many pores. They're like huge too. I feel like I'm young, but I feel like as I've gotten older, the pores are like worse. So I kind of just put the primer in those areas, and then we're gonna moisturize. Because I have super dry skin, so I kind of moisturize like all the time. And so I like to do that first though, and really get that like settled in to the pores. Usually they say moisturize first, but you know, there's rules and then there's not rules. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Neutrogena Hydra Boost City Shield Water Gel. And this also has SPF 25 in it. My husband works in the sun like all day long, so he also uses this as well. Oops, I got that kind of close to my eye. And I apologize because I have like mirrors everywhere to look to see how I'm doing, plus the camera. And I just use circular motions. Oops. Okay. Now I'm going to do the brows. And I have two brow products that I really enjoy, and one of them is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, and then the other one is the e.l.f. Micro Brow Pencil, and they're both basically like dupes for the Anastasia, I can't say that word, Anastasia, the brow is, you know. I'm sure if you're into makeup, you've heard of it or you already own it. And I'm also using the color Soft Black, which I think is going to surprise you guys when you see that Soft Black is, I don't think it actually looks very black. So I'm just going to follow the line. So my brow is like right here. So I'm just going to kind of follow that line. Don't judge. These bad boys need plugged. Like, bad. But I just follow that line. I make small strokes. And then I just kind of gently fill it in. And then I just go right down. Now they say that you want your brow to be like right here. So sometimes I will put a little dot there just so that I can get there, because my brows naturally are not right there. Well, I actually have a unibrow, so my brows actually used to cover that, but I shave in between my brows. Do any of you, please like this video. I won't even make a comment. Please like if you also have a unibrow. But I think a lot of people have, you know, it's like peach fuzz. It's not like a full-on unibrow, like you know, it's peach fuzz. But still, I don't like it. So I'm just going to fill these in. As you can see, it's not as dark as you would think with the Soft Black. I mean, it is. I have weird color brows, they're not as dark as my hair. And then I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to follow that line of where that brow is and just kind of create, you know, a nice, see how that looks like a brow, because I haven't plucked them. I'm trying to let them grow out a little bit so that I can kind of get a real good shape to them and not have to like work so much with the brow products, but that takes time. And I swear there's parts of my brow just like not growing back in at all. And let me know if that happened to you too. And then towards the end here though, I do upward motions. And this is probably going to be a longer video than my other ones because makeup just takes a little bit longer. Okay. So I do like a rough draft brow is what I call it, because once I get the foundation on and all that stuff, sometimes I can go back in with a brow gel. So this is kind of like a rough draft. So you can see like here it starts. Okay, so let's move on to foundation. I have many foundations that I enjoy. I'm going to use today though the Infallible L'Oreal stick. I feel like the sticks are just easy. They make it, and that looks it will blend out differently, but it also helps me though, like kind of get rid of my redness. I feel like the sticks make it super easy, and it feels like, you know, it looks like I'm putting a lot on, but as we blend it, you will see. And I also go down my neck. I guess I can unzip so you can kind of see. So I do put it on my neck. Okay. And this is in shade 406 Warm Beige. And then I just use a Real Technique sponge, wet of course, and blend that in. And then I forgot to put it on my lid. I do actually, typically I put my lashes on after the makeup, but like I said, for time purposes, because I'll be honest, I don't know how to film getting my lashes on. Like, I don't know how to record that. It's so hard. But, okay. We're going to go ahead and blend all this in. And as you can see, it has great coverage. It does cover up a ton of my redness, but we're still going to use concealer. Don't worry. Okay. And so you just blend, blend, blend. I do feel like this is quicker than like a liquid foundation, because you can also use, I have darker shades to contour with, and so you can really get like a lot done with just a couple products. Okay. And let's make sure we get these eyes. And what is your favorite foundation? Please comment down below. I'm always on the hunt for a good foundation, because I have self-diagnosed rosacea, and so it's just hard to find good full coverage without looking like, you know, cake face. So, which I don't mind looking cake face, I'll be honest. I don't mind it. I like makeup, so I'm like, whatever. It is what it is, but I want it like a natural foundation that I can kind of wear like whenever without looking cake face. Like when I want to look natural but not natural, if that makes sense. So let me know if you guys have any tips on foundation like that. Okay, so I feel like we're pretty well blended. And as you can see, like you can just leave it like this. Like, that was pretty easy, right? But I'm not going to. So we're going to go in with, I need to get a smaller mirror, I feel like, with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, the Hydrating Satin Finish in Light Peach. And we're just going to do a little under the eyes. And I like the hydrating one. I like both, but I like the hydrating one because of my dry skin. Okay, I know I said a little, but you know, it's a little, right? It's a little. Okay, and then blend that in. And I like to really gently tap. So like, I really like to focus the tapping. I like to try not to spread it too much and really focus that tapping towards the inner part of my eye, towards my nose, to just really brighten up that area. And then same with this side. Okay. So once we do that, then I will set the under eye. And as you can see, it brightens that space up. Okay, so I'm going to set the under eye. I keep looking this way, and I need to be looking this way. My apologies. Like I said, I have not done this in a while, and I'm so nervous right now to be doing it because it's been so long since I've done it. I'm just like, I want to do a good job. Okay. I say okay a lot in videos, I just realized, because I think I've said it like 5 times already. I'm using the Real Technique sponge that's made for powder, but wet. Now you can use the regular Real Techniques or this one, dampened. Either one works, but this was gifted to me, so I use it still. And I do like doing it wet with the Cody Airspun or really any loose translucent powder. I don't know, because my skin's dry, I do kind of find it to be better. So I just go in and press that in real nicely. And then I'll dip more in the Cody Airspun. And the Cody Airspun does smell like grandma, like probably a lot of people's grandmas, but especially mine, because I'm pretty sure this is what she used. And then she always wore this and lipstick. That was it. But this smell definitely reminds me of her. Okay, so, and if you aren't familiar with what Cody Airspun is, it looks like this, and you can get it at the drugstore. All right, now we are going to move on to the contouring and the eyes. So one thing that saves time is, well, at least for me, is using one palette. So I use contour shades to set, or I'm sorry, I use contour shades to do eyeshadow and contouring, of course, and bronzing. So I use it basically for everything else except the highlight. So I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and she's dusty. But I do use her a lot. So I'm going to be using the middle shade for contouring, which is called Shadow Play. And I'm just going to dip a fluffy brush in there, tap off the excess, and I'm going to gently touch those crease, because my eyes do crease. I'm just going to gently rub those out a little bit and then go in with this, and I'm just going to go like where my crease would be if I had one, because I have hooded eyes, and go in circular motions and go towards, because I'm going to contour that. So going in circular motions and then go towards that. And then repeat, tap. And wherever you put your brush down first is where the most pigment's gonna go. That's kind of why I like to keep it here as well, towards that inner corner, since we're going to be doing that contouring on the nose. Okay. Now the contouring on the nose part is a little tricky. It's not tricky. I'm not the best at it, so please don't judge. I'm still working on it. But I just gently go down the sides like this. And I really try to not have a lot of product on because, you know, it can go. So just gently, I know you guys can see it. And then I just do a... That's what it looks like, but we're gonna blend it out, so it's not gonna be that it will not be that extreme, I promise. And then I do use that same shade as like a bronzer. So I will just take a fluffy brush from e.l.f. It's actually the foundation blurring brush. Tap off again, and I've been going higher with my with my bronzing to like give a more lifted effect. So I just do that. I try not to go past this part, so I try to go towards the middle, so I'm not going too far in. And we're gonna do that on the other side too, in circular motions. And then I bring it back to the hairline. And then I also do the sides of my forehead. I think I got a little more on this side. And then I also come down to, because I've got a double chin. Also hit the like button if you too have a double chin. I try to pretend like I have a jawline. So I do also just start to gently create a jawline by sweeping that right where the shadow would be. And then we will blend that more. My foot is falling asleep, by the way, guys. I'm sitting cross-legged. I'm trying to work on posture when I do these videos, and I'm totally sitting cross-legged right now, and my foot is falling asleep, so I might have to adjust in just a second. But, okay. All right, so next, what I typically do is go in, because I want my contour on my cheeks to be a little bit deeper. So I will go in with the deeper color right here. It's called Sombre, and I use a Real Techniques Expert Edge large brush, and I actually dip it in. I hope you guys can see this. I'm going to try to get a good angle of this. So as you can see, it's pointed and then flat. Okay, so I try to get each edge and kind of dip like that, and then excess again. But what I do is I go in right here, and I kind of make a line and then gently flip up. And I feel like it creates that, I know that space is there, but that's not going to be there. And I just kind of gently, very gently, like I'm barely pushing on my skin to just create that more defined look. And we're going to do the same thing actually on my jawline, because I really, really want to jaw. I want to eat pizza and stuff without the double chin. You know, so I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, very gently. Push up, gently flicks up. My hair is getting, like my baby hairs are like going crazy on this side. So gently upwards. And all this is going to get blended. So as you can see, I do feel like it adds more depth. And then I do hit, sometimes I hit up here, not always, I will just because this time I don't always do that. But what I do always do is use that point, the pointed part here, and I just kind of go right here, hit here. And I know it looks a little crazy right now, but I promise this does all work out in the end. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, okay, I'm gonna have to move. My foot is literally screaming at me. Okay. Hopefully my posture stays good. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're almost done actually. Because sometimes I do I do a winged liner a lot, but I'm feeling today like I'm actually gonna be okay without it. So I do that, and then sometimes I like to be more defined in my eye, because as you can see with my eye, it's not as defined as like the rest of my face. So sometimes I will go in with a smaller fluffy brush into that sombre color of the palette, and then just go in like, my hairs are everywhere, and just go in right where like my crease would be and not as blown out as I did with the shadow color. And then I'll do that on both sides. And then we're getting ready to highlight and blend. We're almost done. And it just kind of deepens it up that way, because you have all this, you know, you don't want this to be like super light. Or if you do, that's totally preference and up to you. So, all right, we are going to highlight. Now, highlight. Every time, I'm not kidding, every time I do my makeup, I feel like this is like such a struggle of which one do I want to pick. I think today I'm going to go with, I'm still struggling, Molten Rose Gold Master Chrome by Maybelline. And so I'm just going to highlight right here, kind of high up, so as you can see, it's pretty high. I'm gonna do that on both sides. And then I do a little bit on my forehead. And I go down the bridge of my nose, which that can get crazy, so be careful with that, because this is an intense highlighter. I do Cupid's bow underneath my bottom lip, and then I also do the inner corner. I'm sorry, I forgot to get that brush out. So I will pack it onto my inner corner. And as you can see a difference, like the inner corners. So I always pack it onto my inner corner. Sometimes I pack a lot, sometimes I don't pack a lot. Today, maybe I'll pack a lot. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. Okay, and then I also go underneath my brow. Just a little bit, because it can be too much. I just gently put that across. So you see that's barely anything, but it makes a difference. I'm just gonna do the same thing over here, gently. All right, now I'm going to take a Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm just gonna swirl it around. I like to like clean, so we're going to blend everything together. I'll pull back so we can see. Okay, so as you can see, I'm gonna blend this on this forehead. So when it comes to my jawline, I like to go in circular motions because I want the color to still be there, because I want to create that shadow. So I will go in circular motions because I still want to be kind of a line without a line, if that makes sense. And then sometimes I just like really make sure that my nose is blended, because you know, you don't want to have a weird looking nose. All right, now is when I would typically use some setting spray. I am using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus 3-in-1 base. It's coconut. So we're just going to spritz that, kind of let that dry. And sometimes I go back in with highlighter after that too. It just gets in my hair though, that's one thing, but you know, it's fine. My hair's, what? My hair's crazy today. Anyways, okay, so next is when I would do my lips, and then we're going to blend the lashes with mascara in a minute. They actually don't look, I mean, sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. And then we're also gonna do the Wow Brow by e.l.f. too. Well, we'll actually go ahead and do that first. I'm using deep brown. And I am just going to, now this is a dupe for, oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of it. The it has like little fibers in it. I can't think of the name of the product, but I just gently go through and brush my hairs, and this will help them go into place as well as put them kind of where you want them and kind of create like a more fluffy, see how it's kind of it's more defined, in my opinion, at least. So I start at the ends, and then I just kind of brush upwards and then kind of lay it down just however you want it to go. And this is also only like $6 as well. So we've got that done. Now let's do our, I don't know what lip I want to do though. I am obsessed with 2 lips right now. I think we're gonna just stick with the Kylie Bear. So this is a natural lip. So what I do is I do kind of overline my top, because as you can see, my top and bottom are not the same. So I kind of overline the top. I guess I'll get a little closer. Oh, because something fell. That's okay. So as you can see, I kind of go like right above where my natural lip is. And then I make a point. So I don't, yeah, you can see the difference. And then I do the same on the other side. And then the bottom, I follow, ooh, I almost messed up. I follow the natural line of my lip. And then I do fill like the sides in. I do not fill the whole lip in. I just kind of touch the sides of it. And then I'm going to use the actual lip, liquid lip. And I find this to just be a good like nudie everyday wear. And I just go in, go over. So as you can see, it's like it puts it together, right? Like it puts the whole look together, in my opinion. Once that lip is on, it kind of puts the look together. So we are, oh, I just pulled my own hair. Okay, so we went from looking a little ugh to, even though my hair is a little crazy, I feel like looking a little better. I'm not gonna blend my lashes because I feel like they're like fine right now, so why not? It makes it easier later when I'm taking off makeup. So this is the video, and if you have any questions, please comment down below. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.